Well, we're going to talk about Unrivaled. My goodness, Angel Reese did things last night I'm not sure we've ever seen on a basketball court. And maybe not in a real super duper positive way? Question mark? I mean,
we have to talk about what went down last night, because Angel Reese didn't just have a rough game. She had a game that left people speechless, a moment so baffling, so unexpected, that it instantly went viral. The scene was surreal. Reese stood frozen on the court, her eyes wide, jaw hanging open. The frustration was all over her face. Just moments before, she had done something no one expected. She rebounded her own pass. The Unrivaled League crowd barely knew how to react. First, there was stunned silence, the kind you hear when thousands of people all collectively think, "Did that really just happen?" Then, an eruption of disbelief. And the worst part? This wasn't an isolated mistake. It was just one moment in a game full of struggles for Angel Reese. 7 turnovers, a missed layup that had critics ruthless in the comments. And now, Napheesa Coiler, her rising rival, stood over her, talking directly to her after drilling what would become the game-winning shot.
Angel Reese, I think, put together a new collection of lowlights last night. And guys, a couple of these, one of these is an all-timer. I mean, it's on a different level. I saw this and was like, this can't be real.
They're fiery. She loves it. They're fiery. She loves it. They're fiery. She loves it.
This wasn't just basketball anymore. It was personal. Coiler didn't just hit a clutch shot, she barked right at Reese. She wanted her to feel it. This wasn't about exchanging pleasantries or showing respect. This was a statement. And honestly, it was electric. This game had everything: rivalry, drama, momentum swings, and it all came to a head in this one defining sequence. But before we break down that moment, we have to ask, have you ever seen a professional basketball player rebound their own pass? Not a strategic self-pass off the glass, but a complete blunder that looks straight out of a middle school game? Angel Reese just gave us exactly that.
In professional basketball, I don't think I've ever seen the I'm going to throw it directly into the backboard, come out from under it into the paint, rebound it, and then look around and wonder why everybody's like, that ain't how, you can't do that. Okay? That's not a thing, Angel. Wow.
It wasn't just a mistake. It was one of the most baffling plays in professional basketball this year. Picture this. The game is in a crucial stretch. Every possession matters. And then, out of nowhere, Reese throws a pass directly into the backboard. The ball bounces straight back to her, and for a moment, she hesitates. You can see the confusion in her eyes. Did she just pass to herself? The crowd gasps, the whistle blows, the refs call the violation, and suddenly, social media is on fire. It was like watching a master pianist completely botch their most famous song, missing every note. This wasn't some rookie mistake. It was a mental lapse at the worst possible moment, from a player who's supposed to be among the best. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I saw something like this happen in a professional game. Maybe elementary school, and yet, here it was. And it could not have come at a worse time.
Reese and Coiler, like a reach in there from Reese. A little bit of a shove there from Reese, and Coiler tries to shove her back, but doesn't get back in time. Did that go? That did go. So you see that play right there. That was one of the moments throughout the course of this game. One of several moments throughout the course of this game.
Her team was already struggling. The pressure was mounting. And instead of stepping up, Reese's composure was crumbling. It wasn't just this one play. Her whole night was a struggle. Turnovers, missed opportunities, frustration building with every possession. And the reaction from the crowd? Brutal. First, silence. Then gasps. Then, an outright roast session began on social media. Even in pickup games, Players know you can't pass to yourself. And yet, here was a WNBA star making a mistake that went against basic basketball fundamentals. The replay said it all. Reese, frozen, scanning the court, almost asking if what just happened was real. Her teammates barely reacted, probably because they couldn't believe it either. Meanwhile, Napheesa Coiler, she was thriving. She wasn't just winning, she was making a statement. And then, the ultimate insult came. Late in the game, Reese got a wide-open layup, a shot that any professional should make automatically. And yet, she missed. And the internet? They did not hold back. One brutal comment summed it up perfectly. "She's not used to making layups. I'd be angry too." Ouch. But just when you thought the drama was over, it wasn't. Because Napheesa Coiler, she was ready for war. Reese and Coiler have had tension all season, but this game, this was different. After sinking the game winner, Coiler didn't just celebrate with her team. She walked straight up to Reese and let her have it. This wasn't the usual quiet, composed Coiler we've seen before. This was a completely different side of her, a fiery competitor who had clearly had enough. And honestly, she's been like this ever since that controversial WNBA Finals loss to the Liberty. In a recent interview, Coiler admitted, "I play better when I'm mad." That one quote, it explains everything we saw last night. This wasn't just trash talk. This was strategy. Coiler thrives in high-pressure, ultra-competitive environments. Meanwhile, Reese looked like she was spiraling. And the difference between the two players is becoming more obvious by the game. One player is channeling frustration into dominance. The other is letting frustration control them. And it's translating into wins. Coiler isn't just playing in Unrivaled. She's owning it. She won the one-on-one tournament. She's dominating every matchup. And last night, she sent a very clear message. This is my league now. And the best part? This rivalry isn't slowing down. The Unrivaled League couldn't have asked for a better storyline. A real rivalry. High stakes. Genuine tension. This isn't just basketball anymore. It's personal. And fans? They love it. Social media is buzzing. The clip of Coiler talking trash is everywhere. Fans who never thought much about Unrivaled are locked in now. And the next time these two face off, you better believe everyone will be watching. So now the question is, does Angel Reese bounce back? Or is Napheesa Coiler officially the new queen of Unrivaled? Drop your predictions below. This is just getting started.